I found this rad chair from the thrift store, and I projected some checkerboards on it, tore it apart, made a little templates, and started tufting some rugs with the templates, and here we are, making a rug from a chair. Oh, I meant... Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. So if you watched the previous video, you'd see that Chelsea, Stuff by Chelsea, made me this sweet pillow. And this was me ripping it open and seeing it for the first time. I was so stoked on this. On the patch, everything.
Made so long ago. Okay, so that's cool. That's fucking cool. That's cool. So many cool things. Oh my gosh. It's too good. Okay. What color do I do the couch?
So I took a picture of it because we're going to use that later to mock up some ideas. And now I got to go find the chair, the sofa chair. So Desert Industries, the DI. This is a staple in Utah. You'll hear people say the DI all the time, and most people don't know what they're talking about, but it's just a thrift store. Kind of like a salvage army. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But this chair was just screaming at me. Maybe it's because it's yellow. I threw it in the back of my truck along with a Hawaiian shirt that I bought because it matched the truck perfectly. And I brought it over to the studio. And yeah, honestly, pretty comfy couch. But also I think it looks really good. It looks really good. So I took a picture of it and we're going to throw that onto the computer. Take away the background. Add some checkerboards. The work one was cool, but I think that's one that I'm going to want it to look like. So I sized it to size, which sounds redundant. And then I played with the colors. Took the little strudel pillow, put it on there, made it look like it was actually sitting on there with the drop shadow. Maybe match the colors that are on there. And ended up kind of liking the idea of doing it like a tan and maybe like a gray to match Strudel's face. And yeah, so with that, we're good to go. I just projected the checkerboard on there, and you can see that the back, you can see the squares on the front of the chair are smaller than the ones in the back. So I angled the projector down and kind of changed it so they're more equal, and then I just started tracing them out. I tried to make the back rest like very flush and flat, but I couldn't do it. I thought maybe if I put some yarn behind there and kind of propped it on there, and it would kind of spread it out, and it worked. We're gonna see how it lays later without the yarn in the back, but for now we're just gonna say that's gonna be good. So traced out the squares, marked the ones that are dark, and just did that to the entire couch. Ooh-wee. This part was kind of cool how it was like so long. If I can get the perspective right, that should just look like a actual just like checkerboard, not long or warpy. And honestly, really stoked with that idea of getting just a picture that looks like it's a little checkerboard. Maybe I'll put a checkerboard in the back and like camouflage it in there. So just kept on going with the checkered board. I'm bored. I'm checkerboard. I'm not bored. Actually, this was one of the more entertaining projects. You'll probably hear in the background Game of Thrones. I watched the entire series. Yup. In the process of making this chair. I think I started it when I started the chair, and I finished it 2 nights ago. I don't know. Anyways, so here's the janky setup of the projector being at an angle so it could give off kind of better perspective, making the squares equal. And oh yeah, we still got to do the sides. So I did the sides real quick, traced them out, back, other side. And now it's time to rip that off. Move that bus. The other day I was thinking about Ty Pennington. Like, I haven't seen that boy in a while. I miss him. I want to go in Cameo. Is it Cameo where you can like get celebrities to do stuff? I want him to say something to me. Anyways, vacuumed the goods. I should have done that better because that like cottony stuff just gets sucked right up in the vacuum when I try later. But anyways, just took off that leather. I think it's real leather. Ooh, I don't know. Ripped off the bottom. It was super... I couldn't get a knife in there very easily, so just ripped it. And this is me cutting this leather pleather. It might be pleather. Why is it pleather? Google, why is it pleather? Not fake leather. Why isn't it feather? Ooh, yeah, obviously not feather. So vacuumed a little more, started cutting it, ripping off the sides, and we're gonna use those as templates to make the rug. So, got all of them off. Oh, almost. There we go. And then I off camera. I thought I was off camera, but down here I just kind of marked some things and trimmed it down. So yeah, got the sides and the back all taken off. And time to set up my tufting. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, that's right. I still have the pillow and then the padding. So just a lot of just cutting and razoring and trying not to cut where the zipper is so the zipper can still function. And same with the bottom one. So I'm just going to rip that out. And this is the top, and then do the top front and then a little bit of the bottom front. And I'm going to leave a lot of the yellow in the places that you won't see it. So with that, now it's time to set up my tufting rig. Oh. Oh. Nice catch. Put in the tufting rig, got my saw table horses, and just screwed them on in. And then I moved that because I didn't think I was going to use it, but when I stretched it out, it wasn't long enough, and so I was going to have to use that. It's just like a little adjuster tack board. And I just started taping up those little templates with the front side on the back because you're going to tuft on this side, so the loops or the fuzz is going to be on the opposite side. So traced them on out. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to like get the images of the squares on there, and figured I tried to just have it on the back. It didn't really work, but I had some of this tissue paper, so I thought if I traced the tissue paper and then use that on the back and like shine a light through, maybe I'd be able to see the lines. So we try that out, and I mean, I can kind of see it. Because the tissue paper has my design on it, it made it a little more difficult. So I'm like, all right, let's pause and like go get some white tissue paper because that's gonna help out. So I got it and did all the tracing and then put it up there, and it worked super well, but my camera stopped recording, but it worked. Yay, it worked so well. But then I did it again, so you can see what I did. So this one was bigger, so I had to use 3 separate tissue papers, tape them together, trace it out, put it on the back. And as you can see, it's a whole lot easier to see that than it was with the design tissue paper, so we're good to go. And hopefully it's not too far off. So just did that to all of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Ripped off the tissue paper from behind, and yeah. So I've been with my dream girl for a while now. So I thought I'd do something nice because they do so much for me. Whenever I have an idea for like a cool new thing I want to make, like these rings, they're super supportive and they help like shout it out to other people. They've helped like grow my business more than I would have been able to do it all by myself. And they're always there for me. They're 24/7 if I ever have any like problems or questions. They just get me. They understand me. I feel like they're just so special. It's rude for me to keep them all to myself. So I want you to use them too. In fact, you can actually take advantage of them for free. Super huge big thanks. That's super big huge thanks to today's sponsor, Squarespace. I love them. They've been my go-to thing for all things websites since I started this whole ordeal. They have all the tools to help not only create a perfect website and get your business to like online, but also to help grow it, sell it, do e-commerce, all the things. And like I said, if I have any questions, they have an award-winning 24/7 hour customer service. You can create your free website today by going to the link in my description, www.squarespace.com/schmood, and start that free trial today. Also, don't forget to use coupon code schmood to get 10% off your first purchase. Cool. Okay, time to tuft. That's tough shit. That I want. I don't want a shirt. I would never wear. I would wear that. It's like that's tough shit, and it has like a rug or something on there. Maybe it's like one of like the old Persian rug. No, Persian rugs aren't tufted. They're woven, aren't they? I don't know. But I just started tufting away with the black, just doing a lot of straight lines up and down. My friend Lauren came over and showed me all the TikToks. Told her she was on camera. She said hi, and just kept on showing me TikToks. And we just kept tufting away. I was terrible company. I was also down to my last yarn. I bought 5 and I like to do 2 at a time. So my last one I had to use just 1 spool and get 2 strands out of it. So I took one from like the inside and then one from the outside. Yeah, it worked. And just started tufting away. Come tuft away, come tuft away, come tuft. No, that's not it. I thought it might be it. It's not it. So with that all done, it was time to do the wipe. So change the angle. I think also I changed the day. I didn't change the day. The day just changes on its own, whether I want it to or not. And just check to make sure it looked good. It was looking good. So I just kept on going. I bought a new tufting gun for this, and it was amazing. My old one just needed new scissors, and the nice thing is this new one came with scissors replacement. So now I have 2 tufting guns, so that's fun. This is real time, but I like skipped the part where I had to move the needle. I like it so much. Maybe I'll do an entire rug like that, just one long, and I won't even talk in the edit. I'll just do it all real time, but edit all the parts where I have to move the needle out, so it's just like just a constant like growing of the rug. Growing? Do we like the word growing for rug tufting? Sure. I'm out here growing rugs. Okay, so got that all done. And here on the back side, I mostly just did straight lines. You saw I did that one horizontal line, and then I hope we'll see how this looks. I'm probably gonna have to like shave it down and kind of adjust it a little bit so it doesn't look like pixelated. Like you see how that has that jagged edge. Oh, also I had to constantly like be pushing the thing and readjusting the focus, and then I ended up editing those all the times I was doing that, but just so you could see where I was going. Bum bum bum. Kind of fun. Honestly, kind of a fun edit. I had a good time with it. Tufted in the studio. The last time I tufted, I was out in the wilderness. Like I said, I watched all of Game of Thrones, so can't complain.
Lighting's not the best here, but whatever. I'm gonna put glue on this stuff. Let's see here. Bing. It's a little hinter of what it's gonna be like probably next month's video. This ring thing that I don't know. It might come out this month. It might come out next month. We'll see, because it didn't work. Anyways.
So I just slabbed on some of that rug glue, and I wish I had Chelsea's glue from last video because it's so drippy. I got so much on the bottom piece, which I'm gonna use. I'm gonna flip this around and use all the extra slack to make a whole nother rug, make all the rest of these designs. But I put that on there and let it dry, and looks good.
There was this little spot right here I couldn't get because that was in the way. So
just gonna adjust the entire rug and tighten it back up so that I can hit that spot with the tuft gun and the glue. So one on the other side, and yeah.
not me, just fucking
Tuffin?
popping.
What is this? Which rug is this?
It's just for the chair.
Oh, this is for the chair.
What up, doggy?
This is...
So tufted it, and then put on some of the rug glue, and I didn't wait for it to dry, which shouldn't matter because it's such a small little piece. It might warp a little bit, but it's not gonna mess with the entire design, so we're okay. And then like I said, I flipped it over. I'm gonna use the bottom of that monk's cloth to set up the frame again, so I can do the rest of those pieces. Because those are only 5. I think it's 5 of 10. Ooh, so much more to do. I cut each of those out, and hey, you cut that out. And with them cut out, I was ready to test and see how they look on the rug. By rug, I mean chair. I haven't slept. I've been up almost, I don't know how long. But this is an all-nighter, baby. I'm debating if I'm gonna do the results or part 2 here on YouTube, or just do finish this and show the results on Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys would like to see it here on YouTube, be sure to, I don't know, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And yeah, I'll take some time and do a part 2 for this. So cool. Alright, so be sure to like and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell notification. And yeah.